Although my calendar says it is already autumn, the scorching heat tells me otherwise. I retract my hand from the iron railing outside, which is hot enough to fry eggs on, and confirm that the hot spell during autumn this year is fiercer than previous years in Wonhan City. True. This is so cute. It's like a circus. So kawaii. Okay, let's go. There are very few things that can attract me to go out in such hot weather, but the performance of Seoul is one of them. Of course, one reason is that Ryan claimed last week that he will perform a new magic show today, and he wants to dedicate his first show to the best One-sama in the world. One-sama? So to ensure that all citizens who will brave the scorching hot weather today to watch the magic show today can enjoy it, now that I think about it, I didn't sacrifice anything and even gained a lot from this. After all, the performances are far more exciting than I expected. The singing and dancing were as good as ever, and Ryan's magic tricks are amazing. I'm still reliving the performances, even though the show has already ended for a while. The only thing that ruined my perfect experience was the Siri and her partner, Mojito, the leper, who always put on brilliant performances, did not perform on stage this time. Aww. Oh, look at the sound of the crowd. As I exist in an orderly manner with the crowd, I overheard two members of the audience whispering to each other. I wonder what. Audience A, why did they change the program without notifying us in advance? Audience B, I know, right? I came just to see Mojito. Audience A said, could something have happened at the last minute? I wonder. Audience B, I hope not. I don't want anything bad to happen to my Mojito or Siri. Your Mojito or Siri? Wow, okay. They must be a fan of them. Audience A, I'll come again tomorrow. I hope I'll see them then. Their conversation reminded me to take a close look at the program and see that Siri and Mojito were supposed to perform today. I recalled the performances according to the order of in the program, and remembered that a number of song and dance performances were held in their slot. Is it possible that the program was changed so last minute that there wasn't even time to notify the audience? I wonder too. Oh. The greatest advantage of following the crowd is that you don't have to consider which direction you're moving in, because you have no choice but to follow the flow. Which is why I wasn't successful in stopping to greet Sarah when I passed her at the exit. I shouted her name out twice, but she didn't seem to hear me. So this beautiful lady must be Sarah, huh? Okay, Sarah doesn't look like her usual self today. Her carefree cat-like demeanor has been replaced with a grave and slightly anxious expression. Ooh, I wonder what happened. Having known Sarah for so long, I rarely see her make this expression unless something is seriously wrong. No, look at it. They have like a little cats right here, and they have carousel and like games and roller coasters. So is this like a fair or something? Yeah, Ferris wheel too. Oh, we need to make choices now. Ask why? I should wait for Sarah to come for me for help. No, I want to ask why. If I know Sarah, then I should ask, you know. After some thoughts, I decide to ask her what has happened. Oh, man, I didn't... Okay. Excuse me, please let me through, thank you. Coming through, thank you. Sir, can you let me through? You can keep going after that, thanks. Sorry, excuse me. Don't worry about it. Even someone was so determined and polite as I struggled quite a bit to get through the crowd, and my feet was stepped on several times before I finally arrived in front of Sarah. Oh no. When she sees my shadow in front of her, she raised her head and looks at me. Oh, it's you. Are you happy with today's performance? It was great, but it was a shame that Siri didn't perform.
Yes?
Oh my god. Siri, Sarah sounds a little hesitated. Yeah. It looks like Siri is the reason why Sarah's expression is like this today. Paying attention to my tone, I asked her attentively about the situation. Siri didn't perform today. Did something happen to her? No, she says she just needs to take some time off because something had happened at the last minute. But you worry about her because that isn't what she would usually do, am I right? Oh, since when did you start preeminently answering questions? What? I don't even know what is that word means. Okay. It was easy for me to guess because your expression makes it too obvious. And am I the obvious? It looks like I'm letting my guard down too easily now. After becoming more familiar with you. What I'm worried about isn't that she suddenly needed to take leave. I'm worried because it made me think of a rumor I heard about recently in the troupe. A rumor? Yes, I guess it's alright if I tell you. You can even help me analyze the situation. Recently, several members have told me that Siri has been going to Countless Spring often. Although she says she couldn't perform today due to a last-minute reason, I'm worried that she has gone there. Countless Springs? The name sounds familiar. I think I heard someone mention it. Countless Spring is the largest geisha house in Wonhan City, as well as the resident of Kurone Tojo, one of the 4 grades. I don't believe that you don't know about it. Sarah's word remind me that I had her Kakuhime mention this place before. Kakuhime, sorry. But she only said it was where Kurone Tojo lived without mentioning anything else. What is making Sarah so worrying? I think she should be fine if she had just gone to Countless Spring. It would be okay if it was anyone else, but since Siri, you should know that although Countless Spring is also a place where people perform, it is a completely different world. Countless Springs is a paradise for the rich. A ticket costs enough to pay for all the daily expenses of everyone in Seoul. Even if you ignore how Siri managed to get so much money to spend there for now, based on what I know about Siri, she isn't interested in such a pleasure and won't spend money in such a luxurious place. That's why I'm worried. When someone might be threatening or blackmailing her. Have you asked Siri about it? Of course I have, but Siri is someone who won't change her mind once it's made. I can see that she isn't willing to tell me what's really going on, but there's nothing I can do about it. Sarah, is there anything I can do for you? Well, you already helped so a lot. Sarah sighed deeply. She has sighed many times since I saw her today. After hesitating for a while, she pulls my sleeve gently. Although I want to stick to my decision to not bother you, you are like timely ring right now, for me and for Seoul. If it's possible, can you help us again this time? Sarah's expression relaxed slightly after I nod in agreement, but this isn't a good place to talk, as it is too hot. Sarah brings me back to the venue. All members of the audience have already left, and the only person in the audience stand is Ryan, who is stuffing all the rabbit into his head one by one. Well, how many rabbit can you fit in the hat? Is that a pocket of Doraemon's pocket? When he noticed that we come in, he cleverly runs over and sits on the chair next to us. It looks like you'll be staying here today for help us out today. Sarah and I look at each other. Ryan guessed correctly, but there's nothing to hide from him since he knows what has happened. After that, Sarah tells me what she thinks. Although Seoul is a touring troupe and most of its members are from other places, we have met customers from various industries who have come to watch our performances because we become slightly famous in Wonhan City. One of these customers told me that I can go to Strix. I want to know more about anything that I've encountered here in Wonhan City. What's that? It's the largest intelligent organization in Wonhan City. There's nothing they don't know or can't find out in Wonhan City. Do you want them to investigate Siri? Actually, I am not worried that she will do anything bad because she has always been very self-disciplined. Sarah suddenly smiled and as if she has remembered something happy. You can even say that I would be less worried if she really is just living luxuriously, because that means she isn't in any danger and has learned to live more comfortably. I just want Strix to find out if Countless Springs will bring any danger to Siri, and so that's all. If Siri really isn't in any danger, she won't let us know and will even hide from us because she is afraid of implicating us. The way you sign makes you look like a parent who is worrying about their daughter doing their rebellion sprays. That's actually not far off. After all, to me, so it's a big family and I'm their parent. It's my duty and obligation to take care of each of each and every one of them. Aww. That sounds tough. But I also learn a lot from them. Haven't you also experienced that? I guess so. Well, how can I contact Strix then? I know how to contact them, but the troop is going through a lot at the moment, and I need to deal with them, so I'll have to rely on you, who I trust the most, to contact them for me. The way you're asking me to help you makes you sound like an NPC. Sound like an NPC giving out a guest to an RPG. What is this? Haha. Doesn't that mean I need to prepare some rewards for you? Sarah, I suggest that you give me to One-sama as reward. One-sama, and I won't mind. What? You as my what? Oh my gosh. That's what I exactly said. Okay. I can consider it if you don't eat much. Oh my gosh. If you eat a lot, then that's not happening. That's what I'm worried about. What? Oh my gosh. Although Sarah is smiling the whole time throughout conversation, this is the first time she has smiled from her heart today. Ryan and I look at each other and nod like we've come to some agreement when we see her looking more relaxed. Yes. But I'll go too if only someone's going. This organization sounds dangerous, and I don't feel at ease if only someone goes along. Aww, such a good boy. No, 100 City isn't a lawless place, and someone who is underage like you must be protected. You're underestimating Ryan. The children here are so maybe young, but they've been on tour with us since they were little, so they have a lot of experience with society. Especially Ryan, who is the most resourceful and creative among them. How else can he become Seoul's head magician at his age? Okay. After listening to Sarah's word, I turned my head to look thoughtfully at Ryan. I thought, I remember a certain someone saying they're just a child who doesn't know anything. One-sama, I didn't lie to you. I only know how to deal with bad people. In front of someone as kind, righteous, and brave like you, I need to do my best just to ensure that you don't dislike me. Oh my god, what? He's such a sweet talker. Look at his little smile. Oh my goodness. Okay. Ryan makes an innocent expression as he pours words of praise like they don't cost anything. I know, right? Oh my god. I must admit that he has the glib tongue of a magician that can talk so smoothly that you will forget how he just turned plain water into red wine. But he's a magician. But I can't say no to him. Who wouldn't consider themselves an outstanding person? So I've decided to bring Ryan along. It's not because he seems to be doing better than me in 100 City and I could use some help. Ryan asked Sarah about the secret code and process that must be followed to contact Strix. Apparently, there's some form of contest involved, but Sarah doesn't know what we'll encounter as it's them who decide how the contest will be carried out. Sounds complicated. This makes me feel nervous too. When I think about it seriously, This is the first time I've done something like this in Wanhan City. At this moment, I can't tell whether I'm anxious, excited, or looking forward to it. Relying on the information Sarah gave us, Ryan and I come to the entrance of the ordinary dojo. It looks like a very ordinary dojo no matter how I look at it. The signboard at the door looks old, its corner are damaged, and the words on it are missing a few strokes. But as the saying goes, appearance can be deceiving and things can hide in plain sight. True. Maybe it looks completely different inside. After taking a deep breath, I push open the doors and enter. Oh my god, it's an owl. When I walk up to the cash register, I saw a snowy owl. Decoration there just as Sarah said. Also decoration? It looks adorable, but I wonder if it delivers some acceptance letters. Oh! While I'm feeling bad for the snowy owl, I've never met that has been lost for more than 10 years. Ryan steps forward and presses the switch at the base gently. The snowy owl in front of him starts glowing with a milky white halo. I say hollow? What? Halo. Which makes the waiter sitting nearby look at us and walk over. We want to have a contest. The waiter switches off the lights of the snowy owl without saying anything and leads us past a hall with 2 or 3 tables of people playing games to a private room. So mysterious. The room is a fully enclosed place with no doors or windows other than the entrance. There are some yellowed calligraphy, scrolls, and painting hanging on the wall, as well as a mahjong table of 4 chairs and 4 chairs in the middle of the room. The waiter leaves and asking us to wait. Judging from the situation, do you think the contest is a mahjong game? For all we know, it could be a mahjong solitary game. Have you played those before? They are really fun, and I used to play them before learning how to play mahjong for Homei-sama. I can't wait, he smiles so cute. After a few minutes, the waiter returned with 2 men. I recognized them as they were playing mahjongs in the hall outside just then. They look like ordinary people you would see in the neighborhood and don't have other special characteristics. The waiter indicates for the 4 of us to sit at the mahjong table before explaining the contest to Ryan. Although I guess that the contest may be a mahjong game, I didn't expect it to be a 2v2 mahjong game. And the challenger must finish in first place to qualify to meet the leader of Strix. After listening to the waiter's explanation of the rules, I feel really lucky that Ryan came with me, or else they would probably randomly select a Junshin around the same level to be my partner. 2v2 mahjong games are quite common in mahjong-themed manga, but most games played in real life are played individually. I am not too confident in winning if we play like this. Moreover, I turned my head to see Ryan looking at me innocently with wide eyes. I taught him how to play mahjong, and it hasn't been long since I taught him. Is it really possible for someone at my level to teach a mahjong prodigy? But we have no choice but to bite the bullets now.
Among you two, who will be the challenger and who will be the supporter?
Ryan and I look at each other and can decide immediately. The waiter seems to be used to the situation and suggests that we leave our fate to luck if we can't decide. After that, he picks up an empty glass bottle, places on the ground between Ryan and I, and spins it hard. When the bottle stops spinning, I see the mouth of the bottle is pointing at me. The waiter looks at me and then nods.
It looks like you'll be the challenger for today.
Although I want to complain that this way of making a decision is too hasty, I don't have any better solution. In short, I'll need to finish in first place no matter what if I want to meet the leader of 6J. Don't worry, Onisama. You just need to be confident in your own Mahjong skills. Don't forget that I'm here. I'm also here to help. He smiles. Oh my gosh. Ryan noticed that I'm nervous and pats my shoulders. His words actually do help me relax a little because I feel happy that I am not fighting alone. Since things have come to this, worrying won't give me the luck. I need to get to. Blessing of Heavens, War 13 orphans to defeat the other players at the beginning of the game. Thinking too much will just make me more nervous, and I might as well take it step by step. The rules of the fast-paced Eastwind round will apply to our contest. After the first East game starts, I think about it and decide to observe my opponents first. After all, it's public knowledge that there are many hidden experts in Wonhan City. These two friendly men who look like they are ordinary neighbors might end up with really high scores when they win. Dojo Janshinbi. Chi! The player opposite me has already started the tile calls soon after the game starts. I look at his style of play and find it a little confusing. Oh my gosh. Why is he calling Chi for 4 or 5 pin? Is it just his style or what? I wanted to. Dojo Janshinbi. Chi! What? Dojo Janshin A. Oh! What happened? Chi again after just one turn? Justice alone is enough to identify the opponent's style of play. After all, this is a team battle, and the player to my right is his teammate, which means his teammate can feed the tile he needs to him. At this time, the player opposite me has already made 2 tile calls, and I can see south and whites in his discarded tiles. Although he can't stop the player to my right from feeding tiles to the player opposite me because of position. At the very least, we need to avoid playing tiles in a way to speed up their pace, such as by asking this west in my hand. such as by keeping this west in my hand. Dojo Janshinbi. Po! While I'm thinking about how I can hold on to the west wind in my hand, Ryan plays a west tile, which the player opposite me pawns. Eh? Oh. Sorry, Onisama. I shouldn't have played that tile. It's okay, Ryan. It's okay. Ryan turns towards me slightly and asks me that after realizing something from the doubtful sound I made. It's okay. You will eventually play the west wind in your hand sooner or later. Yeah, totally. Moreover, the Dora in this game isn't really related to pin tiles. The player will get a half flash with the seat win at most, I think. When I look at the open sequence of 3, 4, 5 pin and 6, 7 pin in front of the opponent opposite me. I'm secretly glad that there aren't any other types of Yaku like pure straight or half outside hand. To increase the point of the opponent will get from the half flash or full flash. But I haven't seen the red 5 pin yet, so I can only pray that they don't have it. So will we be okay if we don't give them any pin tiles? The opponent play a honor tile first and even play the tile next to the Dora without any hesitation. He probably is going for a half flash or a full flash, so we better hold on to all our pins tile for now. However, the situation that followed was worse than we imagined. Before we can even start stacking the discard tiles, the opponent opposite me have already accumulated 3 open calls. Even if the player to my right decide to not let the other player win so easily in the consideration of the total points, the player opposite me will have the chance to Zumo soon. No! I look at my hands, that's 2 tiles from Ping Pai in front of me and sigh silently. It's so hard to master the essence of 2v2 Mahjong. A few minutes later, Dojo 真心饼芝麻 2,900. No! After a few turns, the opponent opposite me plays a Zumo and wins, ending the first East game. He really did have the red 5 pin. I've taken a look at everyone's points gap. Me, 21,100. South player, 23,000. West player, 32,900. Ryan is 23,000. The current point gap is still within an acceptable range. As long as we don't have any accidents, it shouldn't be too hard for Ryan and me to seize our opportunities to win. We got this, okay? But according to the laws of the universe, when you least want an accident is usually when you have one. Oh no! Don't you相信 A? Zuma, dealer repeat, all triplet. That's 4,000 from everyone. Oh my gosh. I only have 5,000 points stick left. Please give me 1,000 and change. I couldn't stop them from feeding tiles to each other even though I have my turn before them. They seem to have some kind of psychic connection and know what tiles they need. At the moment, I truly understand the difficulty of 2v2 Mahjong. The point gap has grown further. Me, 17,100. South player, 35,000. West player, 28,900. Ryan, 19,000. Oh my gosh, this is bad. Neither Ryan nor I have points that we started with. Whereas, because the opponent opposite me has won the first East game, they will be able to manage us safely in terms of points even with his team member getting a Zumo. I need to think of something. One-sama, you look so serious right now. You're completely different from when you usually play Mahjong. It's only the second game of each round. We still have many chances to turn the situation around. So try to relax a little. Aww. You know, everything can be cured. All disease can be cured by Ryan's smile. Okay? I declare that. You're right. I seem to be a little too nervous. The point gap isn't so bad that we have no hope. I take a deep breath and try to calm down. Panicking is one of the worst things that can happen while playing Mahjong. I just need to think of a way to reverse this to reverse the situation now. The current point gap in these two on repeat is me 17,100, South player 35,000, West player 31,200, Ryan 16,700. Ryan unfortunately makes a dealing that gives the opponent opposite him 2,300 points. But that's worse than losing the points is that the opponent of the opposite side is now in the dealer's position. We must do something in the third game of each round, or else they keep collaborating with each other to make the difference bigger and bigger. Oni-sama, you're frowning again. You look so cute.
What? Okay. Huh?
It looks like the mistake I made earlier had made you even more nervous. Please let me take care of you tonight to make up for it. What? Is that something you should be thinking about right now? Seriously! Focus! I am just joking. Oh my gosh. Oni-sama, don't think too much. Just play like you usually do. If you don't have any particular good idea, just put your trust in the opportunities I will create for you. Oh, okay. Then won't all the pressure be on you? The best thing I can do for you is to share your load, One-sama. If you feel uneasy, you can hug me for a full 5 minutes afterwards. Oh my gosh. For some reason, I don't feel uneasy now. I wonder why. I pat my cheek after thinking and joking with Ryan. He's right in the sense that oh my god, that I've only been thinking about what I should do since a while ago. But this is a game of 2v2 Mahjong, and I played Mahjong with Ryan many times, so we should know each other's style of playing. Ryan, I'll be relying on you then. Ryan smiles happily at me upon hearing my response. The new game is starting. Alright, Ryan, we got this, okay? I store out my hand and take a look. It's neither too good nor too bad. True. 233 month, 688 pin, 2268 soul. West, white, red, and the Dota is 1 soul. Okay. In the first term, I draw a north wind tile that's a guess win to me. It's not bad, but the development of my hand is a little tricky. I could aim for 7 pairs, or I could aim for sequences. It'll just be slower if I want to aim for triplets. It won't be that easy to get 2, 3, 6, or 8 from our opponent. So I'm nowhere near assembling all triplets. Sorry, can I think for a little longer? That's okay. I'm starting to understand how to play 2v2 Mahjong now, and my losses in the first few rounds are like the tuition fee I pay for this understanding. If you don't use special means such as a secret signs, the key to working well with your teammate lies in how much information you can get from their discarded tiles. Also, when your hand is one that takes more time to win, a feasible tactic is to wait for the last tile needed to form a triplet, so the opportunity remains to dispute. the drawing order. Let your teammate draw an extra tile or feed yourself a tile. Due to our seating order, I'm the one who benefits from the tile Ryan plays. So I need to find a way to help Ryan understand what I need from my discarded tile. It isn't that I haven't considered putting pressure on our opponent by playing a lychee, but based on the playstyle they just showed us, they will feed tiles quickly to try to end the game sooner, and if it's necessary, they will let one of them get to negative point just to end the game directly. Oh, that's not good. Sorry for making you wait so long. There are too many possibilities. I don't have the ability to foresee the future, so it's possible that overthinking things can distort my own playstyle. I'll discard the north wind first to see what happens. Fourth turn, okay. In the fourth turn, I obtain the west wind, and it somewhat relieved the restriction of tile call. My current hand is 233 Mun, 3688 pin, 2268 soul, west and west. I don't seem to be having much luck with building a sequence, but my 7 pair is only 2 tiles away from Tenpai. However, most of the tiles in my hand are in the middle range, and I don't have any Dora. Even if I form 7 pairs, it won't be an ideal Tenpai hand. True. It's impossible for me to make any Sanshoku combination now because I'm missing too many tiles. Yeah. Accordingly to normal tile efficiency, my best option is to discard the 3 pin. But after thinking about it for a while, I finally decided to discard the 7 Mun instead. I remember someone telling me about the superstitions regarding 7 pairs. When trying to assemble 7 pairs, the 2 tiles that act as a suji will attract each other. Makes them easier to get. Oh really? I didn't know that. How can I believe in that? How can I believe in that something like that at this moment? Everything I've done so far is to keep the 6 pin, so I can use it as a bait later on to trick my opponent into play a 3 pin when I can almost play a lychee.
So, are you the type that likes to think through everything carefully when you play Mahjong?
I've got to think of something at this stage in the game. Hold on, that 8 pin! I fell deep into thought while looking at the 8 pin discarded by the opponent on my right. At this stage, even if I pull this 8 pin, it won't change the Tenpai of my hand, and there's a high chance that I'll be restricted to making an O triplet if no one plays West Wind later on in the game. With my hand, I'll need more than 2 useful tiles to get Tenpai with O triplets. Once another player makes a lychee, the unrelated tile in my hand will not help me to stop them from winning. But the player on my right seems to have glanced at his teammate's discard before playing this 8 pin. If he is intentionally feeding this 8 pin, the power of their teamwork again will be on display again if I don't interrupt them. Oni-sama, trust your instinct. Do what you think is right. What if I'm wrong?
Didn't I just tell you? When you don't have any particular good idea, just believe in me.
Aww. Okay then. I've considered the advantage and the disadvantage. It's time to decide what to do. Should I pull? Should I pull? this is a hard decision to make. Should I pawn or not? Oh my gosh. Okay, let's pawn that. Pawn! Oh? 都去将心比 Based on opponent displeased reaction to my pawn on a pin tile, I must have disturbed their plans. But now my current hand is 233 mon, 36 pin, 226 mon so, west west and 888 pin. Given the current situation, I should try to form pairs, but my hand will try to get west wind as Yaku. There are a lot of unrelated tile in my hand, so the next draw will be very important. I try to imagine the final hand the opponent wants to have after feeding the A pin. Since the A pin is near the edge, the hand could be something like all symbols or a full outside hand. It's not possible to tell from the discarded tile yet in the 5th round, since it could be a half flash or a full flash. It would be better to dispose of my pin tile as soon as possible. Previously, while corroborating with Ryan, I paid special attention to the others in which he discarded tiles. He discarded 3 months, North Wind, 1 month, and White Dragon, except for the North Wind tiles that was directly discarded when he was drawn. The other 3 were discarded from his hand. Okay, because of how unusual it is to discard 3 months before discarding 1 month. I have a feeling about what hands he has. So he doesn't want month, so I'll discard the pin. After thinking for a long time, I decided to be safe than sorry, as reading too much into the tile can have the opponent's opposite effect. I made the conventional decision to discard a 3 pin, and the game progressed without any surprises. Although I managed to stop my opponent from feeding his partner an A pin with a pawn, I didn't get any tile that could stop their feeding behavior in the next few turns. The only good news is that this turn ended in a 4-way draw and we didn't lose much. Now it's the 4th game of the East round with Ryan as a dealer. We still have a chance. Oh my gosh. I think I have Ping Pie. Ryan. Oh, that's great! Who knew we run into a case of double leeching the last round? Just a defense difficult enough for the opponents, let alone quickly winning the round by feeding tiles like before. It just so happened that my points aren't too high. I deceivably give up on winning, and I seek out a last discard safe tile or Suji from Ryan without giving my opponent any information. A few turns later, Ryan successfully complete a Zumo. Awesome, Ryan, you're the best! Look, I got 2 Uradora. Alright, with those 2 in hand, you reverse the situation with a dealer around Haneman! It's all thanks to you. If you didn't win the 3rd game of the East round, I wouldn't have been able to become the dealer in wins. Oh my gosh. To be more precise, it's the fruit of our It's the fruit of our cooperations. Oh my gosh. However, we went a little overboard. While Ryan won the end, according to the rules, I must finish first for us to actually win. Ryan seems quiet, guilty when the waiter announced the result. It's okay. I'm sorry I failed to cooperate well with you. No, Ryan, you know. I shake my head. In the end, we were just lacking in tactic understanding. Fortunately, we weren't crushed, and we will still manage to take the first place. I pat Ryan on the shoulder and tell him not to worry too much. Not to mention I have a huge sense of accomplishment. Never would I have expected to teach a Mahjong prodigy. Since we can't meet the leader, I have no interest in staying at the dojo and playing more Mahjong. I plan to return to Seoul and discuss other solutions with Sarah. Oh, I failed. Sorry guys, I failed. When we return to Seoul, Sarah is working with everyone to change the stage backdrop as tomorrow's dance music requires a special one. Seeing the downcast expression on our face doesn't seem to surprise her at all. She claps her hand and pulls both Ryan and I to sit down by the stage. Oh, I see it's not progressing well. Sorry, I didn't expect to lose at what we're best at, Mahjong. I am responsible for this too. I didn't expect it to be 2v2 Mahjong. If I knew, I would have played more 2v2 games with you. Don't worry too much about it. I've been managing a large troops for years, so of course I'm not naive enough to put all my eggs in a single basket. You have other ideas? Actually, I was merely giving tricks a try. I would never entrust my own problem to them with the hopes that they would be solved. I'm just a little hesitating. I'm hesitating if I should go straight to Siri. Why did you hesitate? Because I need your help with that. Huh? The only person who has a good relationship with Seoul and wouldn't make Siri worry is you. Now that I think about it, I really have few friends.
Do you really care so much about how many friends you have? I'm not like that. All I need is One-sama. Oh my gosh.
You're such a little radical. Let's go. Then it seems I'm the most suited for the task. I'll be counting on you. Sarah puts her palms together and the pleased looking in her heterochromatic pupils makes her impossible to refuse. But I have no clue about what I must do.
Then let's start with watching those performances every day. I will take responsibility for your tickets, considering it my way of making it up to you for my failure today.
No, Ryan. Ryan's right. It's easy to get blinded when you're too close. We live in Seoul all day. We may overlook many details. Perhaps the situation will be clear to you and you can give us some inspiration and help too. Alright, then let's do this. Alright, then let's do that. Right after we set our initial objective, we heard a loud noise from the side. It seems that the curtain frame has fallen. Sarah smiles wearily at me. See, I really can't step away for even a moment. Ryan and I follow Sarah to help out, and I heave up the frame. I feel its weight. Actually, Sarah is mainly busy because Seoul's current labor force mostly consistent of the elderly. If they have some young and middle-aged members, then she probably wouldn't have to worry about this. The prep work
before the performance was more than I ever expected. And when we finally finished, hours had unknowingly passed.
It's already so late. Why don't you stay for dinner?
I don't refuse. If you don't stay for dinner, Sarah would definitely be upset for being unable to repay your help today.
Ryan interrupts my refusal and gives me a reason I cannot refuse. I have no choice but to agree and stay for dinner with them. This is so cute! Oh my gosh! Aww. So's dinner habits are unlike that of Wonton City's people who sit at the table and everything seems so proper. They are fond of sitting out in the open on nice evening to enjoy food, song, and dance. The elderly man is the same man I helped with ticket inspections the other day. He should have gotten enough rest as he looks much better. He doesn't forget to shoot some jokes my way while chatting with the others. Elderly man.
Here in Seoul, our Seoul changes with every leaders, haha. When Sid was still with us, everyone had to sit and eat properly at the table. But after Sarah took over, she began teaching us to eat and dance like this. To be honest, it makes me feel like I can eat two more bowls with every meal.
Maybe it's the good mood, so eating like this is really nice.
Elderly man, right? Seoul seems more like the touring troops in the movies now, haha. But I sometimes find myself missing the days when the previous leader was around. During that time, why am I saying all of this on a happy day like this? Eat, eat.
The elderly man seems to have remembered something from the past, but is unwilling to share more. And he goes off to use his bowl and steals some wine from the lady beside me. I heard her scolding him about drinking when he's in poor health. They are clearly having a fight, yet the atmosphere is so joyful. Sarah passes me a plate of freshly grilled skewer and sits down beside me. Thank you. You've said that many times today. This time, it's for myself. Thank you for always being by my side in my most helpless moment and letting me know that I don't have to do anything. I don't have to do everything on my own. I know that I extend on my ability, so I always wonder if I can really take care of such a huge troop. But whenever I see you, I think, yes, I can do it. At the very least, I can try. So, thank you. I gaze at the lively group that's dancing around the bonfire before me. Ryan, who always acts like an adult, is surrounded by a few of the elders, and they seem to be asking him something. His face is flushed red, and he desperately looks in my direction for help. He looks like a helpless youth who's being chased around by elders during family gathering with questions like, how do you do in your exams? Are you in a relationship yet? Or your mother says you've gotten a new hobby lately, so why don't you put on a performance for us? Sarah, everything will be better. Yes, he will.